Peace be with you. Welcome to my channel, Healing Life with Positivity 24/7, 365. If this is your first time coming across the channel, congratulations. You manifested this declare and decree session. You will need a pencil, a real pencil, and a piece of paper if you'd like to write these things down. This is a beautiful deck by the Queen, Shavi Zane. She does have her own platform and or YouTube channel. And I ordered these because I love them. I think the affirmations are absolutely powerful. Her recommendation is that you write these things down. You declare and decree it. You can add to and or take away as you see fit, intuitively and or instinctually, declaring and decreeing that over your lineage, your bloodline, your life, your children, and those people that you love. Ashe. And so it is. Listen, Shavi Zane, her name is spelled C-H-A as in apple, V as in victory, I as in I am, Z as in zealous, A-I-N as in Nancy, E as in epic. Declare and decree. So let's just see what the ancestors have to say. There's always messages for us, right? So as we declare and decree these things, they become available to us immediately. I just heard the ethers are taking immediate orders in 2024. It's absolutely standing on as above, so below business, declaring and decreeing. Let's just see what the ancestors have to say. Okay, I'm just going to split the deck because I'm feeling intuitively that's what I'm supposed to do. Maybe do a little shuffle game. Yeah, let's see. These are so big, y'all. These are big cards. Ancestors, what is it that you want us to know? What is it that you want us to know? So it's going to go a little something like this. I declare and decree that over my entire lineage, my soul tribe family, on all timelines, realms, and or dimensions, I declare and decree that all spiritual warfare waged against myself and my loved ones is now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. These cards are so nice. You really can't see the writing just because of the glare, but again, repeating that for people that need to write that down. I declare and decree. You can even put your name there if you want. I declare and decree that all spiritual warfare waged against myself and my loved ones is now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. The second card says, I do declare and decree that all fear of living and dying is destroyed from my energy in spirit and in flesh. All fear of living and dying is destroyed from my energy in spirit and in flesh. And so it is declaring and decreeing over your lineage, your bloodline, okay, your family, your house, your business. This says, I declare and decree that all demonic forces within my energy are destroyed in spirit and in flesh. All demonic forces within my energy are destroyed in spirit and in flesh. Very, very powerful. I love this deck. I highly recommend that you get this so you can have this as part of your spiritual arsenal. Writing this down. Again, her recommendation is that you write this down on a piece of paper and you burn it. Well, listen, I always say intuitively and or discerning, just feel what it is that you need to do with this. You will know that you know your ancestors will absolutely guide you. Some of you might write this down and put a candle over the paper. Maybe you want to leave this on your altar just as a reminder. Maybe you want to memorize these affirmations so that at some point you won't need the cards. This will be deeply embedded in our DNA. And so I claim that to be, let's just see what else the ancestors have to say. So this is work. This is active work, they're saying. Additional things that you need to be speaking over your bloodline, your lineage, yourself, and or your family, or all of the above, really. I declare and decree that all fears, known and or unknown, are now cleared, canceled from my energy in spirit and in flesh. Powerful words. As we speak these things into the ethers, and so mote it be, let it go amongst the soul tribe family, those people that are intuitively on a high vibration, actively doing the spiritual work to cater to their inner child and or sitting with their elder self. It says, I declare and decree that all wicked agendas, known and unknown, performed against myself and my lineage is destroyed in spirit and in flesh. So this is giving me spiritual warfare, okay? So anybody trying to come up against your lineage right now, your ancestors are saying they're going to war and bat for you. Because all these cards right now, although I've not read this entire deck in its entirety, is letting me know that something needs to be cleared. Somebody's still trying to come for you. So your ancestors are sending you mindful reminders of what it is that you need to speak into the atmosphere, declare and or decree, command and demand it. Command it and demand it, and so that it will be so, is what I just heard. I declare and decree that all blockages of my financial and my material resources are now cleared in spirit and in flesh. These cards are beautiful, y'all. You really can't see the writing. You can kind of get a gander, and even though this comes up backwards for you, by way of the writing. Shout out to all the people that can read words backwards. I'm one of those people. But nevertheless, the cards are absolutely radiant. So when I see this orange and yellow, I think solar plex. I think creativity. I think declaring and decreeing anything trying to come up against your creative energy is now being destroyed in spirit and in flesh. If somebody's trying to tap into your energy, they really could be getting taken down by your ancestors. That means opening up a door, a portal, spying, scrying, trying to do some form of divination without your permission, energetic permission, I just heard. Yeah, listen. Or trying to do some type of poverty spell over you. All of those blockages on your financial and material resources are now cleared in spirit and in flesh. Spirit is saying this real clear too, y'all. Your ancestors are really showing up. My ancestors are showing up as well. Declaring and decreeing that all wicked agendas, known and unknown, performed against myself, my beautiful lineage, my bloodline, my purpose, and or my destiny is destroyed in spirit and in flesh. And so it is, and so it is so. The ethers is taking these affirmations, just so you know, and carrying them throughout the spirit realm. So your enemies are getting the message that it's up, it's over. Whatever they thought it was, the path is clear, because we got work to do. It says, I do declare and decree that all works of iniquity done against myself and my loved ones, my children, and my family is now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. A lot of red and yellow, y'all. So the ancestors are saying something about creative energy. Okay. For the women, calling back your womb energy, your womb power, your solar plex, and or sexual feminine energy is what I just heard. Water too, the color blue, is about healing. Okay. And I do believe that blue, correct me if I'm wrong, is at the throat chakra. Okay. But blue gives me water, healing, water sign energy, intuitive energy, something about being near a body of water, being in a tub of water. Okay. Creating this affirmation by way of water. I'm just getting water, y'all. Okay. So maybe speaking this as you're taking a cleansing bath. Okay. And maybe setting fire to something. Somebody's got to write this down and burn it. This is what your ancestors are asking you to do. Something about taking those ashes and sprinkling them somewhere in nature is what I heard, so that Gaia can take that away, whatever it is. I just heard that real clear. There are some people that are being called to leave this on a mantle in a high place in your house. So writing down these affirmations so that these affirmations cover your house at a high level of your house. Okay. So something like writing it down. This is what the ancestors are saying, to write these affirmations and put it at a high point of your house, the highest point. I just heard the attic. Okay. This is creating some type of shield to cover you, and or closing any unnecessary portals of dark ass energies that absolutely can't touch you. They can't anymore. We're too high vibrational. This is what I'm hearing, y'all. Yeah. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck is saying, I do declare and decree that all blockages to my Akashic records and activations of my supreme being DNA are destroyed in spirit and in flesh. So any blockages that are deeply hidden in your DNA that was creating any type of blockages, anybody that you could have co-created with, okay, by way of karmic energy. And I say that like if you have, unfortunately a karmic child, right, by way of a lineage that is cursed, you've transmuted that energy by way of removing the blockages. Spirit is saying the blockage is over. Okay, so a lot of us, when we came into the understanding and or the awakening of who we are, who we were, who we still are, and what it is that we've come to do, a lot of us could have been with karmic partners, right? It's very, very possible that that was the case. All of those blockages are over. A lot of them wanted to tie into your DNA to be a part of your soul family. They just wanted to be in your energy. I just heard stay grounded. So somebody's going to write this on a piece of paper, Spirit is saying, and bury it somewhere around your house. Okay? Like Gaia wants this in the earth. These words spoken, I just heard in spirit and in flesh. Something about the next 40 days and 40 nights. So maybe we're being called to speak this for the next 40 days and 40 nights. Okay, I declare and decree that all past life traumas and pain inflicted upon myself or that I've inflicted upon others are now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. Ooh, we walking the ascended master's path is what I just heard. Somebody's going to bury this in the ground. Why am I hearing that guy says, yeah, okay, I'm just going to be obedient and be a proper channel for that. Burying this in the ground, okay? Burying this, I just heard sacred ground. Somebody's got ancestral Indian grounds, okay? Somebody's on tribal land, or your house is on tribal land, I just heard, okay? Yeah. I declare and decree that all contractual agreements made by myself and my ancestors that does not serve my highest good of my lineage are now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. So any dark contractual agreements, demonic agreements that were made by you yourself, knowingly and or unknowingly, consciously and or unconsciously, by you and or anybody in your lineage since the beginning of time on both sides of your family, your mother and your father. I'm adding to this, y'all, as I get this download to the card by way of the affirmation and your ancestors. If it's something that it's a contract that does not serve your highest good, that contract has now been destroyed. Anything that is against your highest good of your lineage and your bloodline at this point, and you breaking this generational curse, it's been destroyed in spirit and in flesh. This is what Source is saying. Listen, come on in, have a seat, like, share, and subscribe as you come into this beautiful group of manifestation as we declare and decree simultaneously together. I can feel the energy in the past, the present, and or the future. It says, I declare and decree that all unhealthy relationships, friendships, and associations are now cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. Listen, so all of those old contracts, all those dead ass energies, anybody trying to tie into your energy, they're dropping like flies. I just heard you just destroyed it in spirit and in flesh. Your ancestors are fighting for you too. All unhealthy relationships, friendships, weird ass, known and unknown sexual contracts, anything you tied into by way of lineage, marriage, and or bloodline, those have been destroyed. Okay, this is the season for closing out those cycles. It has all been destroyed. Any weird ass associations are now cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. There's a lot of orange and yellow here, a lot of solar plex sexual energy, a lot of calling back the power to the womb, a lot of opening up that gem at your root chakra and really tapping into your power, divine feminine energy is what I'm getting. The beautiful part, divine masculines, you absolutely can tap into divine feminine energy. You come from divine feminine energy. You came through a portal of divine feminine energy. So this is about yin and yang, balancing it out. It's not gender prejudice by any means, okay? Show me what it is I need to see. I do declare and decree that all fear of transparency and vulnerability and authenticity around others is now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. So if somebody's trying to send you any type of dark energy, projecting any fears onto you, that has now been destroyed in spirit and in flesh. I just heard you're transmuting all dark energies currently. They are now being destroyed in spirit and in flesh. Somebody don't know how you doing it, and they ain't got to know, boo. They don't have to know. I feel like this is the card that, okay, this card is just saying declare it and decree it. Okay, so that's a blank card, but that's a blatant reminder, constantly declaring and decree. I declare and decree all fears known and unknown are now being cleared from my energy and spirit and in flesh. For me, my children's children, and all over my bloodline. And any bloodlines that I've tied into, I break those contracts. My time with those demonic contracts by way of Karma is over. Listen, show me what it is I need to see. Beautiful angels and my divine ancestors. It says, I do declare and decree that all energy that blocks my connection to the Most High and my spirit team are now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. Listen, at the bottom of the deck, nevertheless, always the more, it says, I do declare and decree that all unhealthy addictions, codependencies, and pleasure-seeking behavior patterns are destroyed and cleared in spirit and in flesh. Ooh, I just heard those demonic ass codependency energies are now under your feet. You've broken those contracts. That's like breaking a generational curse. Okay, that could have been mental illness, drug addiction, confusion, whatever this is, sickness, death, whatever it is. You broke this spiritual contract. They're broken. Continue to speak this over your bloodline. Spirit is saying in 2024 as it stands on spiritual business. Somebody's trying to open up a door to the past. I can feel it right now. The shadows, but you've mastered those shadows. Ooh, so this is stemming from, let me just tell you what this is stemming from, what I feel currently. It says, I do declare and decree that all sexual, physical, emotional, and spiritual cord attachments to all past sexual partners, both consensual and non-consensual, and the Jezebel spirit attached to those encounters are now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. I like the way this sounds, y'all. Let's say it again. I do declare and decree that all sexual, physical, emotional, and spiritual cord attachments to all past sexual partners, both consensual and non-consensual, and the Jezebel spirit attached to those encounters are destroyed in spirit and in flesh. Ooh, say it one more time for good measure. All sexual, physical, emotional, and spiritual cord attachments to all past sexual partners, both consensual and non-consensual, in this life and or the past. Let's just pull up all the lifetimes and break all the Jezebel contracts. All the Jezebel spirits attached to those encounters are now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. Somebody wants to open up a door. I can feel it right now. So let's just see what the angels have to say. How about that? Okay, as the ancestors are speaking, somebody is hearing you speak this over your bloodline. And baby, it is... it's sending some type of ripple into the ethers that somebody does not know what to do with you standing in this power. I do declare and decree that all energy that blocks my sovereignty, birthright, and my divine inheritance are cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. This was at the bottom of the deck, baby. Like the affirmations just keep going, and I just keep feeling instinctually pulled to pull from this deck. It says, I do declare and decree that all blockages to my creativity and ability to co-create with the Creator by way of my own life's destiny are now destroyed from my energy in spirit and in flesh. I just heard, I do declare and decree that anything that's trying to stop me from hearing, seeing, and or speaking the truth, those contracts, that energy is now being destroyed in spirit and in flesh. That gives me the Jezebel energy that is being rebuked. That's just what I heard. So let's just see what the angels have to say. This is my namaste, stress less, catering to the inner child and or the elder version of yourself. The future self is laughing, saying that it all works to your benefit. It says, just breathe. Whew. Just breathe. It says, concentrate, align yourself with your breath. Intentionally breathe 8 times. Make every breath last as long as you can. Draw the breath in fully and exhale completely. Stress affects our breathing, so we rebuke it and or bind it. That's me adding to what's on the card, y'all. Intuitively, I am injecting my own affirmations, pulling from my spiritual bag within myself. It says, the more stress, the shallower the breaths are. So we rebuke that. We don't have any stress. This will turn in something about, well, I don't want to read that. I don't want to speak those words. I don't. I'm just going to be honest. Let's just change it. Okay, we're breathing in, breathing out, mindfully focused on our breathing helps our bodies and our minds recover. That's what I'm going to say. I didn't want to speak that other stuff. I just did it. I was like, stress. I don't have no stress. No. We don't have that. Not no more, baby. So breathing, just breathe, it says. So just taking a deep breath, asking Gaia to keep you 3 levels grounded into the earth. And that breath should be coming from the core, pulling the belly button back towards the spine, filling the lungs with a lot of breath. And it also helps you transmute any locked up, blocked energy in the body that could have been causing any form of disease. It also allows the light just to flow throughout your body by way of every cell in your body, in my body, being radiated with light. Is helping you to recreate those brain cells and or stimulate the body in a way that is making you feel free. And so you free your inner child. You have a vision of that person and you cater to them by way of loving them. And you laugh at those things that you used to take seriously. You used to take seriously. And you're turning your power into more power. You're taking that, whatever that was. I'm not going to even say the word PAIN, because I feel like you're taking your power and you're creating more power. Somebody comment down below, I'm taking my power and creating more power. It says, make time for a vacation, even if it is just in your mind, right? Imagining that. Go on a vacation. Where have you been wanting to visit? What inspirational places have you seen in photographs? Go there in your mind and imagine what it would be like to be there. Let your senses make the experience as real as possible. Do this for 8 minutes. Travel, even imaginary travel, reduces the feeling of being stressed. So go on a vacation as often as you need to. It costs you nothing. I know that's right. This to me is something I would really like to do in a body of water. I just love being in the water, but imagining being in, Dubai, right? I want to go to Dubai, y'all. I do this mentally all the time. I've been there several times in Dubai. I just see myself walking barefoot on this very beautiful sand, okay? Covered all up in white is what I'm getting. I most likely will get my nose pierced, okay? But something about Dubai that just calls to me. And I shared that with somebody. They're like, oh, no, you don't want to go there, blah, 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 blah. I just blocked it. I was like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Your fears in Dubai ain't got nothing to do with me. I feel like Dubai will be very, very nice to me. My experience has always been very beautiful, even in my mind's eye, as I imagine that. And listen to the sound in your inspiration, what it feels like, what it is. These exercises honestly should be done 8 minutes, I feel, because 8 is just a beautiful number for the 2024 energy. Something about breathing. Again, we're getting another reminder to breathe in the moment. This is a nice reminder because this is for me as well. It says, relax your eyes and breathe in, out, and do this very normally. Pay attention to your breathing as if it were a captivating story. What part of your body is doing the breathing? Is it your diaphragm, your chest, or your whole body in general? How rapid is your breathing? Are your breaths quick or drawn out? Do you find it difficult to breathe? Absolutely not, God forbid. Is there any pain in your breaths? No. There aren't any pains in our breaths. They're very easy. Access everything you can about your breaths. After breath, breathe intentionally. After these breaths, I said after breath, breathe. Yeah, after you take these breaths, breathe again. Breathe easily. After, breathe intentionally for 8 minutes, just acknowledging your breaths. You give yourself more life and value. This will also allow your mind and your body to relax, for the focus is now on the breath and nothing else. That is your only responsibility in those 8 minutes. So listen, if the mind, God forbid, starts to say, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that, just remember that you've committed to 8 minutes, okay? So in that 8 minutes, you cannot be interrupted, not by way of the physical, spiritual world. You are focused on breathing. That is your only responsibility. And it gives me that going with the flow, like all is well type of an energy. I just feel so much better as I pull my belly button back to my spine, and I allow my lungs to expand in a way that they are grateful. I'm pulling in a lot of light and love and laughter and joy. It's making me smile. It's making me want to laugh. And my feet are planted. Yeah, listen. Now, if you're in an upstairs house or upstairs apartment, that's okay. You still have the power to access Gaia from the highest level. You absolutely can call on the earth to keep you grounded 3 levels, 4 levels, however much grounded you need to be. And so it is so. That helps balance out that transmuted energy. And it helps you just harness all that power so that your physical body can take it. This is a lot of power to pull in for all of us. It says one thing at a time. Oh, I'm still focused on the breathing. It says the world is now a multitasker type of a dream. Today, everyone has managed, how to scatter their thoughts, God forbid, ideas and or movements. So you're unlearning that. One thing at a time, it says. Most are not multitaskers, though. Even a renowned multitasker, or renowned rather, excuse me, I wanted to say reowned. Renowned multitasker. Is that like a certified multitasker? Like, oh yes, I'm certified in multitasking. That's one of my attributes. Even a renowned multitasker will have difficulty grounding themselves in the moment. Next time you tackle your never-ending to-do list, focus on one thing at a time. I feel like if you're a natural multitasker, you'll always have it easy multitasking, because you know that naturally, consciously, right, as you live your life on a conscious level, it's very important to do one thing at a time, right? So, it goes a little something like this. I remember one time somebody sent me a message and somebody said, "How's your day today?" And I immediately heard, "How is your day treating you? And how are you treating your day?" I heard that so clear. How are you treating your day? Okay. How are you treating your day? How's your day treating you? Because however you treat your day, that's how your day is going to treat you back, right? It's equal give and take. When we look at the day as something that is an energetic partner by way of co-creating what it is that we want, we will start to treat the day a little bit nicer and kinder. That's something that came to me when somebody had texted me one day, and I said, "Oh, you know what? I'm going to treat my day really nice." And so in turn, my day has been very, very good to me. It's giving me everything that I need, all the love I need, all the money I need, all the resources, more than enough. My cup is overflowing because I'm treating my day really, really nice. It is giving me, this is the day that the Lord has made. I am rejoicing. I am being glad in it. And so the day just starts to give me all this good news and good abundance and beautiful new relationships. And then I'm happy, and I'm happy. In that happiness, there's optimum health. There's pristine, mind focus, mind control. Controlling one's mind is the best thing that we will have ever done for ourselves in any given lifetime. Nevertheless, listen, it says when you get rid of all of those other unnecessary obligations while focusing on what it is that you're doing, as far as being, focused on the task at hand, you allow yourself to recover and rest easy at the end of the day. It's something about resting easy at the end of the day, knowing that you've done all that you are supposed to do, were supposed to do, and you stayed in alignment. Oh, that breathing, y'all, just really feels really, really good. It really does help transmute that energy, Yeah, it really does. Like, I'm really understanding a whole lot more just how important that is. And I'm going to be honest with you. This is not new information. When you get to a certain spiritual level by way of being a spiritual master, it's not that this is new information. It's not like, "Oh, I've heard that before." No, 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 no. It's not that. It's not a destination by way of your spiritual journey. It's a journey. It's always ongoing. The ascension never stops. It's forever, ever. It's infinite, right? So these are kind reminders. Sometimes we just need a reminder, right? That's like I had sent a video to a very beautiful queen, and she's like, "Oh yes, I know that person. Oh yes, I listened to those manifestations." Again, it wasn't something that she had never heard before. It was just the universe sending her a very beautiful, kind reminder. That's it, right? It's not new information. For some people, it's new, and that's beautiful, right? That's beautiful. When it's new, it's like you're looking at everything like a child. You're happy, you're excited, you're purified. It's new information and you can take it in. But sometimes when you get those reminders, like listening to this where it says just breathe, I'm like, okay, the universe is reminding me, listen, remember, the basics. Go back to the basics, Nev. Just breathe. I'm like, that's right. Okay. All I got to do is breathe. And sometimes it's just a kind reminder. It's not to make you feel as though you don't know what you're doing. It's just something that's saying, hey, remember, psst, don't forget to breathe while you're doing all of that. This says, let it out. Again, another reminder about breathing. Okay, Spirit. So the ancestors are saying, go with the flow, basically. This says, let it out. Breathe in everything good and breathe out everything negative. Ooh, with every breath out, breathe out something unnecessary. Negative thoughts, emotions, memories, God forbid. Listen, I always say God forbid when I read stuff like that. Because again, at this point, all things positive, 24/7, 365. It is possible. I used to hear people say, oh, everybody has problems. I'm like, why? Why are we co-signing to that? Why? If you are the walking, breathing solution, then there is no problem. The solution is the problem and the problem is the solution. So there really is no problem. Okay, well, listen, I do tend to overthink like that, but in a way that benefits me and the world. I send that out into the ethers. And I pray that people who are picking that up, that are on the same frequency as myself, they get it. Okay, listen. It says, do this exercise for 8 minutes. Breathing in generally calms the body down and relaxes the mind, intentionally letting go of all unnecessary negative energy. And then breathing that energy right back in and transmuting it into light. All energy is good energy in my world, and so shall it be. Breathe it out. Breathing out will allow you to feel lighter and even more powerful. Do you guys feel lighter? Do you ladies feel lighter? I do. I feel like I just want to dance a little bit, maybe sing a little bit. I feel happy. Breathing in with my entire body, okay? Pulling all that air into my whole face, my chest, my arms and my hands, sending that energy right back into myself, keeping myself grounded. It always makes me smile and laugh. It makes me smile and it makes me laugh. Even when the mind wants to go off to something that could be real serious, it's like my physical body is like, nah, we're good. Remember, we're committed to positivity 24/7, 365. Listen, this reminds me of the beautiful queen that her birthright and or her journey is teaching the world laughology. Okay, I'm gonna try to find her channel, but she cracks me up and she's just like, namaste. She's like, laugh. And she actually has a class where all you do is laugh on purpose. And it starts out like, and I kid you not, it is so funny that you're just laughing away whatever you thought was too serious, because when you do that, you surrender it to the universe to provide you the solution. I guarantee whatever it is, okay? And she's so amazing. She's so amazing. I love her so much. And I sat there one day and I laughed myself into tears. I was like, oh, this is so amazing. By the time I left, I can't tell you what I thought was bothering me, what appeared to be bothering me. I could see better. I could hear better. I just felt like all was well in my physical body and my spiritual body. And so then the universe shifted for all good things just to open up for me. And I was like, my energy became contagious. The people that were around me, they're like, oh my God, I love your energy. And so all of a sudden they started to feel better. And then now that they're feeling better, they're, life is working out for them. Life is lifing and, in a good way, it's benefiting them. And so they go and they, give it to somebody else. And then it becomes contagious. Yeah. Healing life with positivity 24/7, 365. is a very contagious type of an energy. So careful, if you come in here, you might start to feel a whole lot better about your life. This says lower abdomen breathing. Okay, so this is all about breathing, y'all. I just heard transmuting energy. Okay, so transmuting unnecessary energy too. We tend to breathe with our lungs and our chest. This way of breathing doesn't allow a full breath of air into our bodies, though. Put your hand on your chest. Okay, so I'm going to do that now as I read this card. Let me just put this down. I'm going to put both hands because that's what I feel instinctually I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm going to do that and just follow my higher self, which has never led me wrong. Listen, it says, put your hands on your chest and breathe in with your lungs. Now put your hands on your lower abdomen, of which I'm doing also, and breathe in with your diaphragm. Notice the difference. Ooh, I do. This has a lot to do with singing, y'all. This kind of reminds me of what I learned in singing. It says, now breathe with your diaphragm for 8 minutes. If you feel your tightness in your body, just relax more with each breath. I feel like there's a breath going to the back of the spine, y'all. To the back of my head, like a breath. To the back of my clavicle, which is the shoulders. My décolletage, which is the chest. And deep breathing, it says, relaxes the body and the increase of oxygen levels. This automatically relaxes the mind. Why is the mind so important? Because the mind absolutely does control the body. Oh, if you feel any tightness around your jaws, just send breath to that part of your body. That just intuitively came up, y'all. If you feel any tightness around your ears or your eyes or your sinuses, I just heard. Wow. Wow. It opened up my throat chakra, my vocal cords, my sinuses, my calves. I feel like there's some energy around my legs, y'all. Seeing that breath go into your hips, your solar plex, okay? It's making me want to lean forward, though, and just like take a deeper breath. Oh, this is something really good to do in nature. Yeah, if the weather allows it and you can put your feet into the grass, okay? Always stump your feet at least 8 times. That just lets the earth know that you are here. Yeah, and I have every right to be here, just like the stars and the trees and the birds. And so you're telling Gaia, I'm here. I'm in my space. I'm of love and light. I'm transmuting any unnecessary energies. And I'm fully aware and conscious. Yeah. I just heard you're doing a good job. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck, it says, find your center of power. I'm like in full meditation, y'all. Like that really did something for my body. It made me want to twist a little bit, y'all. Ooh, there's power when you twist and breathe. And grounding, something went right to my heart chakra. Ooh, I just heard timelines and dimensions, y'all. So it says your power may be in your legs. Thank you. That's what I felt when I was breathing. I felt it in my legs. Shout out to all the people that this message belongs to. You know, keep what resonates and then just maybe lovingly lay down what does not for somebody else to take. It says your power may be in your legs. I just want to breathe. Like, really, I do. It says your power may be in your legs. Some people hold their power in their shoulders, their chest. Perhaps your power is in your core. I also heard your feet. Send breath to your feet. Wow. Look for it. Feel for it. Once you find it, reside in that place with your mind. Let your power grow as big as it wants to. Spread all over your body. Reside here for 8 minutes. Once you find your power, you know where to look the next time you need it. Your power will also help you understand how to set up healthy boundaries to help protect it. Ooh. So breathing, finding your center. I'm feeling something to the spine. Is it me? Am I having some type of activation? Okay, can somebody help me? Because I feel like I want to do this with my hands, okay? I did pick this up from somebody that told me that this is really good for activating your memory, clearing your mind space. This is opening up my ears, y'all. So it's like simultaneously pulling in the diaphragm as far as you can. It doesn't matter your size, okay? Just pull it in. Let that belly button reach the spine. And just see that light going into your belly button. It's so interesting how powerful the belly button is, because it reminds me of being connected to your mother in the womb, remember? Remembering just how simple everything was, how safe you were, how knowing you were and are, and you still are, and it is. Yeah. Doing this with your hands. Doing this with your hands. Ooh, stretching that arm out as far as you can. Saying that affirmation, yeah, to the inner child. I declare and decree that all sexual, physical, emotional, and spiritual cord attachments are now severed. Be that from the past, sexual partners, both consensual and non-consensual, and the Jezebel spirit attached to those encounters is now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. And so it is. I declare and decree that all energy that blocks my connection to the Most High and my spirit team are destroyed in spirit and in flesh. Ooh. Oh. Wow. I just heard wrap your arms around yourself and tell yourself, I am safe. The universe supports you. I am safe. All that you need is within. I'm hearing these messages really, really clear. Maybe you are too. Ooh, this is beautiful. I love y'all. I really hope this helped, because it definitely helped me. I'm so glad that I was able to be vulnerable enough, yeah, to invite you all into this sacred space to help continue catering to the inner child, you know, healing those unnecessary wounds is what I just heard. I am wound free. All those energies that are word blocking our connection, not are, but they are past tense. They were necessary, right? We needed those blockages. Believe it or not, your pain is absolutely your power. And now you're standing in your power. And now your power is your power. Your power is helping you become more powerful. Okay, come through spirit. Ooh wee. All past life traumas, Akashic record energy have been cleared. Anything that was afflicted upon my lineage and or my bloodline have now been extinguished in spirit and in flesh. This is what I'm hearing. This is what it is. So listen, let's just go ahead and stay in this energy, high vibrational energy, as we continue to love on one another, loving on self first, filling your cup up. Whatever's in your cup absolutely belongs to you by way of good intentions, peace, love, and light. And whatever you decide to give in the overflow is what you can share with others. And we all have free will. So however you choose to share that energy, that is something that you have by way of divine right to make that decision. If you choose not to share the overflow, then that's up to you. But I encourage you to share that overflow. Be a gift, be a blessing to the universe, even if you're just doing it energetically, right? So right now I send y'all my overflow. I send you my overflow because my cup is full. It's just like this really did fill me up quite nicely. So follow me on my other platform where I will be doing spiritual court. I love y'all. I'll see you in the next video, okay? All my information is down below. Peace be with you. I love you so much. I'll see you soon. Peace.